Hi, so I hope everybody had a nice weekend. I'm trying to speak softly so as not to alarm my family, most of whom are still asleep. Well, I think it's going to be a beautiful week. Yes, here in Seattle, Washington. It's going to be a great week. All right, so I do get up early sometimes. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. this morning, so I'm playing against people from, like, I play word games, okay, on Facebook Game Room. I do. Okay. Guys, I did delete my last Facebook profile because I got a little too jiggy with it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they deleted me this time. Sometimes I just delete myself. So I started all over, so I look like somebody who's cheating or sandbagging or something. But I'm really not. I play fair. Believe me, I'm not buying coins. I'm not really hoarding coins, but I do need coins from time to time, and sometimes I elect not to use them. You would only understand if you play the word games that I play. All right, so anyway. Well, I gotta pause this if you don't mind. I think my elderly father is calling. Just a moment, please. Hi, I'm back. Thank you, Screencast-O-Matic. It's so easy to use, and they haven't really changed the way it's used, which is great because I don't need new features, okay? I don't. I used to put subtitles on. But that's a real pain in the tuchus, you know? If you can't understand me, then hire a translator or something, seriously. I'm pretty easy to understand, so I do speak slowly, of course. Now, what about entertainment? I think the subject of this message is entertainment for the person of faith. Who would a person of faith be? Let us loosely define the person of faith as a person who believes that there is a deity somewhere in a different dimension, and that deity is benevolent. That deity has established certain standards of good and evil, moral standards. So we try to be good. As humans, sometimes we're evil. It is our nature to sometimes stray from the proper path of righteousness. Can we all at least agree on that? I think so. So, this morning, I didn't know what to do. Sometimes house cleaning wakes people up when they're still asleep, so you have to watch television instead. I couldn't resist seeing just a couple of minutes of the new borat thing on Amazon, because I know I'm going to like borat, but I know he's going to be raunchy, scatological, and possibly politically liberal. So, I can't really watch his stuff much because it's really too raunchy for me. I mean, it starts off okay, but I mean, seriously, that's funny, but, what's the difference between the born-again Christian and the person of faith? I think there's a difference because if you truly are a born-again Christian, you have the indwelling of the Holy Spirit. When you're baptized, you are supposed to receive the Holy Spirit, especially if they have laid hands upon you. If Christ is living within you, Christ himself and the Holy Spirit, you're not going to want to watch raunchy fare or fare that unfairly targets the righteous, like Mike Pence, okay? I mean, no, it's funny, but intellectually it's funny. But is it really funny? Because he's picking on Mike Pence. He's such a PH, he can't be alone in a room with womans. The thing about Mike Pence is that he decided a few years ago that he's not going to go out on business luncheons with females that are not his wife, unless his wife is there or somebody else to prevent him from attacking the woman. No, I'm sorry. Because he does not want to be tempted. Now, it's nice when you know what your weaknesses are. We as Christians, we need to acknowledge that we are temptable. There are certain things that tempt us more than others. Maybe you shouldn't go into Macy's because you'd be tempted to shoplift. Same thing with Mike Pence. He can't go out on lunch dates because he'd be tempted to grope. What's wrong with that? Borat, don't make fun of Mike Pence. Thanks. Goodbye.